A wise man once said, "Easy comes, easy goes." Today we're addressing this issue of normal diet versus FAD diet in weight loss or weight gain. My name is Abigail Kabui, a nutritionist by profession, founder of Nutrition and Endocrinology Hub. And I'm happy to be here. So we're gonna use the simplest language as possible. So what's a normal diet? A normal diet, we go back to the knowledge of the primary school knowledge, where we learned about a normal diet comprising of carbohydrates, proteins, vegetables, and fruits, yes. And on the other hand, probably we didn't learn about FAD diet back then, but FAD diets are more of trendy regimes that promise weight loss or weight gain in a certain period or short period of time. And I'll give an example of a FAD diet. One example is a ketogenic diet, very famous. The other one is a vegan diet. The other one is cleansing juices. So you find that people will strictly, for keto, people will strictly do protein. No carbs, no water, no carbs, just, there's water. No carbohydrates. The other one is vegan, where people don't do animal protein. Strictly, they rely on plant sources of foods. And then the other one is cleansing juices, where people drink juices, mixed cucumber and these and these and these. For 2 weeks, you will get the perfect illusion type of body that has ever existed. So, am I really against a FAD diet? I wouldn't say I'm against it, but I'm here to speak out that FAD diets cannot sustain our bodies in the long term. So, there are times when medical conditions, I don't want us to confuse that specific set diet and a FAD diet. There are times when medical professionals will specify, don't take this type of foods, or will specify a certain type of diet because of certain conditions. We are not talking of those times. And when the medical professional says that, you gotta follow it. So back to the topic, normal diet versus FAD diet. Did you know that losing or gaining weight through a normal diet makes you feel so good? Because it handles a health, it's a lifestyle thing. It's something that you ought to live with, not just a today thing. It's something that you can pass to your children. It's something that you can pass to your friends. And on the other hand, FAD diets, as we said, they're not sustainable in the long run. Oh, my roots. So we go to, why will people follow FAD diets? People will follow FAD diets because they don't want to exercise. The other reason why people will do a FAD diet is because they know there are quick fixes. And the third reason why people will follow a FAD diet is because they're so much advertised that social media influencers will advertise FAD diets day in, day out. Probably lack of knowledge. The nutrition bit may be lacking. But anyway, I am here because of passing the knowledge why we need a normal diet and why we should not follow a FAD diet. So back to the primary school knowledge, the carbohydrates knowledge, the protein and vegetables. There's a reason why carbohydrates provide energy. There's a reason why proteins are there to build muscle mass and build muscle mass and repair worn-out tissues. There are reasons why vegetables and vitamins will do the necessary. Vegetables and fruit will do the necessary in providing the body with vitamins. Imagine you depriving your body of the three. What will happen? So Some of the consequences of not following a normal diet will be weakness and body fatigue. I would call them symptoms of doing FAD diets for long term. Weakness, body weakness and fatigue. Others will experience constipation. The other thing will be nausea and headaches. The fourth reason will be long-term disorders, long-term eating disorders, such as anorexia and binge eating. Losing or gaining weight through a normal diet makes you feel good. Why does it make you feel good? It addresses lifestyle change. And this is information that can be passed to your children. It's information that can be passed to your friends without feeling guilty. Because you find that many times when people have used the FAD diet in losing or gaining weight, they're a bit shy to talk about it. And they really don't want to share the information. So I said this is an issue we cannot address in just one sitting, but I'll give a hack. And my hack is the key pointers on losing weight and gaining weight. So on the weight loss part, we have the plates. I know I forgot that plate, but we have a plate where it's divided. Half of it has vegetables, the quarter bit has proteins, and the other quarter has carbohydrates. So the whole idea of having a half plate, vegetables, proteins, quarter, and carbohydrates, that's a hack of weight loss. The next point is eating small, frequent meals rather than big meals. So we are eating dinner, breakfast, a whole meal, lunch, a big meal, lunch, and then dinner, a big meal. How about we focus on eating? In the Swahili part, we say chakula kidogo kidogo. And then on the eating part, we also have eating like a king for breakfast, a prince for lunch, a pauper for dinner. So there's a reason why you need less amount of food when you're going to sleep. You don't need that food. What for? Then the third part, we say choose whole meal foods rather than the processed foods. First of all, the whole meal are rich in fiber, so you're high likely to feel fuller than the processed bits. And then the third point, the third hack, let me call them hacks. Ensure you take your dinner 2 hours before bedtime. The fourth hack, which we miss out, is sleep. Sleep is very important. Why? When we don't sleep enough, we say 8 hours, at least 8 hours a day. But honestly, with this economy, with this rushing, making a coin here and there, sometimes the 8 hours are not that practicable. But try form a sleeping pattern. Try sleep at least 6 hours in a day. And when you don't sleep, our hormones tend to, the hormones that regulate our appetite tend to be imbalanced. So we are high likely to feel hungry every time, or for the weight gain, we are likely to feel full every time. So the third hack, I think we're in the fifth hack. The fifth hack, water intake. Water helps in increasing the metabolism rate. And when we talk about water, we say at least 8 glasses of water per day, which is equivalent to 2 liters. We say at least. So you can take above 2 liters. And sometimes there's that science behind the more you weigh, the more water you need. The last or second last hack is exercise at least 30 minutes in a day. So we are done on the hacks of weight loss. The other bit is hacks on weight gain. So number 1 is avoid taking water before meals. Why? Because it makes you feel full, so you won't grab your plate as you're required. Number 3 is exercise. And when we talk about exercise, I'm this thin, I should be exercising. No, you should exercise, but focus on more on the resistance training exercise. Number 3, higher intake of carbohydrates and proteins. But now we focus on the healthier choices of carbohydrates and proteins. See, now because I'm thin, I can take fries Monday to Monday. No, go for healthier choices. The last one, which I recommend to my clients, implement protein shake. Remember when we said the role of protein is building muscle mass? Protein shakes you can have in between the day, like twice a day. And a protein shake, you can combine foods that are high in carbs and proteins. And they help, they contribute a lot in the weight gain bits. So, as I close, I want to say this: being skinny does not equate to being healthy. Yo, bye.